Good afternoon, Dawn of Titans. Hey, it's the Bo and Zalon show. My name is Bo. I'm your host. Zalon, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, awesome, man. I tell you what, busy day today. We're late getting our update out, but I wasn't able to attend the developers live stream, but you were. So why don't you tell us what I missed?
All right. Well, this morning in the dev live stream, I started off. I got in real early actually, and it turned out I asked a question for Matt about how long it takes for them to develop a map in game, and he came back with about 2 weeks between map development and then sending it over to game design, and game design go ahead and creates like the where the enemies are going to go in, and how the how there's going to be choke points, and how the map is going to more or less be played, and then it goes back to the art department, and then they take care of it from there. So it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool, interesting way that they go ahead and make the maps for the game.
Oh, that's excellent.
So
That's excellent.
another thing that was brought up, Ben mentioned specifically that they're going to be bringing in more big titans, which
Oh,
means they were fighting with Grimwald, and Grimwald is apparently the largest Titan. I had him. I personally had him before I fused him, but because he had bad skills. But he is apparently the largest Titan in the game, and they mentioned that because they actually put Kamathi in against Grimwald. And it's funny because Kamathi being the new 4-star that a lot of people have and everything else, that Grimwald is still towering way taller than her. So Ben mentioned that they're going to be introducing some new Titans that are also going to be very large. Also, kind of like all the boar Titans, all our Flame Hides and Venom Tusks and Snowboars. So
oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
yeah.
So yeah, so I like and I've got the Venom Tusk, and he's huge. I've never had one of the Viking Titans like Grimwald, so I don't know the size of those. I haven't gone up against them either, I guess. So are they larger or smaller than a Venom Tusk?
They're actually a little bit taller. At least Grimwald is a little bit taller. I know that
Oh wow.
because yeah, he specifically I know is might be larger than even the Arvind and the other Viking
Oh,
Berserker Titans. But
interesting.
again, I don't know that for certain, so I don't want to say that,
All
to be
right.
absolutely certain. But
Well,
Grimwald, as they said on stream, is one of the biggest of the Titans. So,
yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. Anything else?
well, we also got Matt mentioned that. Well, there was a question asked about lightning troops and lightning Titans. Now, of course, we've been talking about this a lot. It's all been very speculative, for a while now.
Yeah.
So Matt's response to lightning troops and lightning titans and stuff like that to make lightning resist actually worthwhile. His response was lightning is being thought about, but they're working on bigger and better things right now.
Oh.
So that pretty much squashes any hope, I think, for lightning resist to mean anything in the next
Mm.
couple months. So
Oh. So what you're saying is that Agrey was right?
for right now. For right now.
Oh
For right now,
man.
Gray will be right for a little while longer. For just a little while longer.
So we're gonna put an asterisk on that. Agrey was right. Asterisk for now.
For now, yes, just for now, because the way they were talking about it, they say it's more or less in their log of things to look at.
Yeah.
Because obviously, what lightning resist did exist in the beta, and they did, mention that.
Okay.
But when it comes down to them actually, using lightning now, it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon.
Oh.
So,
All right. All right. What else?
oh, well, we also got a tip from Matt. Somebody asked about fusion, and this is so very basic, at least in my point in the game. But I want to repeat it for some people, and that is that Matt specifically said that if you do fuse Titans of the same class, you will get 50% more experience.
Right.
And that is with no fusion event or anything else. That's just on the regular day to day.
Yeah.
If you have a Titan of the same class, make sure you fuse them into the same one.
Okay. All right. Did he mention anything about increased chance of skills unlocking or relics or anything like that?
No, nothing like that. I mean, obviously, I personally feel that that is the case, but I don't. There's no real solid proof on any of that because there's so many times that you fuse Titans of the same class and it doesn't do anything. So
Yeah. Okay. So, Trials of Power event.
oh yes, this is they mentioned that last week in the dev stream that they were going to hopefully start talking about the new event. This is going to be a large event, just like the leaderboard event, which means it most likely will be a multi-day, like 6-7 day event. Hopefully, something of that. They're not going to give us like an even shorter time to complete something that's more difficult. Hopefully, but they're going to call it the Trials of Power. That's the name. They did leak that in the dev stream today. So this Trials of Power, and they did say that they were thinking about doing a sneak peek next week. So what do you think about this? The name of this event, Bo?
Trials. I mean, so this is totally different from the regular leaderboard events that we've had up until now, right?
Correct.
So it could be like Trials of Power. It could be that they introduce some sort of special island that you have to attack. That's a really high type of island, and I mean I don't know that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The way they were talking about it for the couple seconds that they mentioned this in the dev stream is they said that Ben and Matt both tried it, and that I think Ben might have did a little bit better. So when they say did a little bit better, I'm thinking it's something along the lines where maybe it might be like what you said, maybe another island that has multiple, like the arenas or the monuments. There may be multiple leveled places to attack. And
but there's going to be the personal rewards for completing.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think these Trials of Power, I think they're going to be places that you have to attack in the middle, and as you attack them, you maybe accrue some sort of, I don't know if they're going to do souls or if they're going to do something else.
Yeah.
But you're going to accrue some sort of
item. I don't know.
Item, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's the word I'm looking for. I kind of drew a blank right there.
Yeah.
Like some sort of item that you accrue that's going to bank up and that you're going to have some sort of personal rewards. Because if they're going to equate it to the size of a leaderboard event, I think there's going to be multiple rewards in this type of event.
So you think it's just going to be an individual-only event and not an alliance-type event?
Or when they said it's not a leaderboard event, it's making me think that it may be just personal.
Okay. So, I mean, they could also do something like that through the Adventures Guild.
They could. I mean, but typically they said that Adventures Guild is going to be used to introduce new types of Titans.
Okay.
Specifically, so I don't know if they would do that in the Adventures Guild.
All right. Well, I got up on the screen here. Right now, we have a 4-day event, Strength of a Champion, where champion Titans do double damage all weekend long. But I know that there is also a Iron Outcast event that's going to happen, we think tomorrow maybe.
Yes, but that's what the Facebook, I think, post says. I think you have that up there too as well.
No, I don't.
Oh, that was the other picture I sent you.
Oh, okay. So the 10 times trials of what is it?
It's Iron Outcast.
Yeah. Oh, there it is, right there. Iron Outcast. This is from their Twitter. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iron Shadow has been cast starting tomorrow. Okay, so it is tomorrow.
It is tomorrow, yep.
10 times higher chance to win a 4-star Titan, limited time only. So they're calling it Iron Outcast, so I imagine it's going to be human Titans.
Yeah, I'm believing it's going to be human as well. So I'm thinking either Toland, maybe Ulrich, but I'm thinking Toland more.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Toland's a good one. All right. So, and then evidently there's going to be some new Titans in the pool of what you can pull from the temple this weekend, or is that
Yeah,
going?
hopefully
That's
this Iron Outcast event is going to whoever they're introducing. They could be possibly introducing some other 2 and 3 star Titans as well with them
gotcha.
in the pool. So we may be seeing in the overall, getting from season rewards and getting from the temple with these guys a
Okay.
little bit of a higher chance. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, that is all very interesting. I missed a lot while real life was happening today. Um, so I'm looking at my Eternal Shrine here. You told me that they leaked something about that. Why don't you explain that to us?
They mentioned something about that the Eternal Shrine might buff buildings eventually, and or have some sort of purpose in the future. But right now it is strictly a decorative building. So
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's good. It would be nice if it did something besides give me a place to leave the game while we're making a video.
yeah, exactly.
So there were evidently there was a lot of good Q&A on today's live stream, or at least the portion of it that we got to see.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would just do a Q&A live stream and skip the battling part, because
Yeah, that actually was brought up today. A couple
oh
of people were asking if they would ever actually do a Q&A live stream instead of just without battling at all. But unfortunately to say, that was right around the time that the stream abruptly ended due to a power outage.
yeah.
So,
Okay. So, one of the questions that was asked was by Yuki. Now, for you guys that don't know, Yuki is the guy that does the DOT database website. Um, so he asked some questions on what were those.
he asked the question of, and now if everybody remembers in the very beginning when they started the game, in the storyline, there was I think it was a Moss Main Ranger. Or not Ranger, a Moss Main uh, Shaman Titan that has one eye. And he's telling the story about all the kingdom and everything else in the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
And also, too, we also have the other Titan that is also a Shaman Titan that is, I don't remember his name exactly, but Bo, do you remember from
No, it starts
some of
with
the
I think it
campaign?
starts with an A, but he's the one.
Yeah,
He's the one that you can't kill in that one particular thing. You just have to.
correct.
Just
You
have
do
to.
have to, I think it's Armand or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
He's the one you actually have to go against in the very last campaign to get the Titan token at the very end.
Ah. Okay.
But anyway, Yuki was asking if those two narrative Titans, those two shamans, will be introduced in any special way. And the developers came back with that they will be introducing those narrative Titans into the game. One of them sometime in the middle of the year, so I'm thinking sometime in the summer. So we're looking like maybe July, August. And then they also said that they would be introducing one at the end of the year, which means I'm expecting most likely they're talking about November, December. So
Okay. Cool. Something to look forward to. Absolutely.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, in a special way, like an event that actually has stuff to do with them as well. So
Oh.
it's gonna be they're gonna make a big deal about these characters being introduced to the game. So.
Nice. Cool. That's excellent. And so they had some technical difficulties, like we all do.
Yeah,
And
and of course it was when Ben was playing. Now, of course, Matt, when he did his battle, Matt tanked out and lost everything.
oh.
And then Fran came on, and Fran had, I think, like 2 or 3 that lived,
Mm-hmm.
and that like all the way 100% health. And then when Ben was playing, he was doing really well and was winning the battle. And as soon as all of a sudden he was just about ready to put the death blow in, the power goes out. So everybody's basically sitting there on the YouTube chat like, all right. So what happened was the Dawn of Titans YouTube, I guess you'd say their moderator on the computer typed in that sorry, they had some technical difficulties. They lost power in the building, and basically Ben won. And then they did announce the winner of the person so that there would be no
Hmm.
confusion and people wouldn't be upset.
Was it me?
Because a lot of people
Was it
a lot
me?
of people were waiting to find out who won.
Was it me?
No, it was not you.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me either.
No, well then, never mind. We
Yeah,
got. All right. Well, that's and that's about all of the actual game news that we have. We got the double damage champion event, and then the 10 times drop event tomorrow. So, which brings us to where NonToxic 3 is currently in our league and how we're doing. Looking at our league, we are at 10th. Last time I looked, we were at 8th. So somebody's doing something. But the difference between 6th and 10th is only 600,000 VP. So we're all still right there. And as you know, NonToxic 3 has a pretty hardcore group of weekend players, and we tend to make a jump at the end. So what are we shooting for, Zalon? Do we have a goal, or are we just chilling?
We're basically going to be shooting for, I think it's that, what is it, 7th place there? Is that the one for 800 gems?
Yeah, 7th place.
Yeah, I mean, if the next place above us is got like 3 or 4 million gap already, then I think we're going to be settling for the 7th place.
Yeah, 5th is 11.6 million, and 6th is 6.6 million. We're at just over 6 million. So we could shoot for 6th if we wanted to as well.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we can definitely get 6th then.
All right.
It's wherever we run into a gap where it gets to be like 5 or 6 million gap, it starts to get a little bit tougher getting into the weekend.
No. Yep, looking at the players on the list here, we got pretty good group of folks, except for this Bo guy who's only done 33 battles all week.
Yeah, because just a reminder, it's 150k VP or 100 battles.
I'm working,
and I will be thinning the herd this week.
Dang it! All right, I did get it up. I'm almost at 50k, so I'm doing good.
All right.
Compared to where I was, So NonToxic 2 is NonToxic 2 is sitting in 5th place in their league, and they're wanting to make a push for 3rd. I'm telling them to go for it, but the gap between 5th and 3rd is actually more VP than we have total right now. So.
Okay.
If those,
it's kind of rough when you get to that point sometimes.
Yeah, if those guys can push to 3rd, then I will be highly impressed, and I may move my Bo account over there and just let you handle. Nah, I wouldn't do that. No, actually, that brings up a good point about NonToxic 2. Where the plan all along was for my second account, Timmy. It was just kind of a placeholder, and then it exploded, and then we became productive, and now all of a sudden I'm leading NonToxic 2, and that's not where I wanted to be. Not that I'm not enjoying it. It's a great group of guys, but I got other projects that are coming up, and I can't do 2 Dawn of Titans accounts and everything else. So we are currently looking for someone to take we have a list of names here that we're evaluating of who's going to take my spot in NonToxic 2. And I think we know who that's going to be, but it hasn't been made official yet. So when that happens in game, you guys will know, and we'll let you know next video. And then I can concentrate on NonToxic 3 and the other things that we're doing. So that's about it on that. Did anything else?
I think that's pretty much everything.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, just wanted to get a quick update out there for the entire NonToxic crew. I'm Bo, he's Zalon, and we're signing off.